Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Kirby's Adventure for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And if you stay on the title screen long enough, the game tells you the controls. Left and right lets you move around, double tapping left or right lets you run in that direction. A is the jump button, holding down and pressing A allows you to slide, which debuted here. Up lets you fly around. You can spit the little air out, the little air pellet out with the B button, and you can also use the B button to inhale enemies. This leads to the debut of something that would become a mainstay in the Kirby series. If an enemy has a special ability, you can inhale that enemy with down on the control pad, and then you can steal their power. And if you need to ditch a special power for another one, you can just press select. We're going to seeing a couple of powers in this little demo screen, such as Fire, Spark, Ice, Sword, Body Slam. We're not going to see them all in here. As a matter of fact, I may make a video on all of the abilities in the game after this Let's Play is over. Also, if you have a special power and you pause the game will give you a brief ability description, where you basically learn what that ability does. Also, we learn about mid-bosses. When you destroy them, eat them. You'll get their power. And of course, you can jump into a warp star to let it take you where it takes you, wherever it may be. And here's the story. One day, the peaceful life of Dreamland was shattered by a mysterious crisis. The inhabitants didn't dream. On the edge of Dreamland, dreams and hope once gushed forth from the Dream Spring, fueled by the Star Rod. Investigating the Dream Spring, Kirby found naughty King Dedede swimming in its magical waters. Dedede had broken the Star Rod and given the pieces to his friends, who were now hiding in Dreamland. To bring back the lost dreams, Kirby sought the Star Rod. And that's where our adventure begins. Let's go ahead and start the game. We have 3 save files to choose from because this adventure will take a while. It's not going to be 5 easy stages like Kirby's Dream Land was. Being the second game in the series, this was definitely a few leaps and bounds above Kirby's Dream Land. So I'm just going to choose file 1, and thankfully the game saves your progress automatically whenever you finish a level. And we start the adventure in Vegetable Valley. Notice the stage name and the purple border around the screen. I'll be mentioning the secret behind all that in a later video. For now, all we can do here is just go through this door with a 1 above it, with the up button on the control pad. So let's do that. We might as well go ahead and swallow this guy. This guy gives us beam. Kirby fires a beam like that used by some enemies. This is an easy weapon to use, and it is. You just fire this beam in an arc, and if anything touches it, it gets destroyed. This is a very easy first level. You'll be meeting all sorts of enemies that will eventually become later game mainstays, as well as enemies that were already in the first game, such as Bronto Burt, Waddle Dee. I think Sparky. No, Sparky wasn't in the first one. Waddle Doo was in the first one, though. But we get to meet some new friends as well as some old ones that we're going to have to destroy. And of course, you can always go through doors just by standing in front of them and pressing up on the control pad. Interesting that the game does not mention that during the little attract mode sequence. And we might as well go ahead and go for a swim here. And pick up this Maxim Tomato, which replenishes all of our health. You can swim with the control pad while you're in water. You can also keep jumping to keep going up. And apparently if you get hit while you have a special ability, you will lose that special ability and you will have to chase after it to get it back. If it lands in water, you're pretty much not going to have any other choice other than to get a new one. And at the end of every stage is a bonus area where If you press A at the right time, you'll be launched higher and higher. If you reach level 1, which is the highest you can go, you'll get a 1-up, otherwise you'll just get a bunch of points. We've already completed stage 1. If the door turns white, that means you found everything. You don't have to go back there to find anything over there ever again unless you want to get a certain ability or something. If you completed the stage and the door is still orange, that means there's something there that you need to find in order to complete the game 100%. Now we have two doors here. We have this door with a little dangling Kirby doll above it, and we also have this door with the number 2 above it. That door with the number 2 above it is obviously stage 2, but if we go in here, we get the Crane Fever game. Use the buttons to move the crane and try to get a Kirby. A big one's hard to get, but worth it. And you have to use the A button to move the crane forward. You typically want to line the center of the crane up, that little circle-shaped part at the center of both of the claws, lined up with the Kirby that you want to grab, and then you want to let go of the button, and then let the thing drop. Let's see if we can get the big Kirby. The big Kirby is much harder to get. The game was not lying when it said it was hard to grab, because it just might fall down on you just like that while you're trying to move back to the left. So you really have to luck out with the big Kirby. The small ones give you 1. The big ones, I think, give you 3 extra lives. I'm not sure. I'll look it up, and then future me will basically put the information in the video when it comes editing time. But for now, let's go ahead and go to stage 2. There is a trick to get into a certain room, but I'll mention that in the next video. I did not look it up before I actually did this video. You know which room it is if you've played this game before, and you've looked stuff up about it. We have some new enemies, or rather, old enemies. We have Shatso, the little cannon that shoots projectiles, and we have the indestructible Gordos, which we can't kill. We have to get them out of the way. And after jumping into this warp star, we end up over here. Let's go ahead and take care of these Bronto Birds with the beam ability. And meet up with Poppy Brothers Sr. He leaps around, pretty much like he did in Kirby's Dream Land, and he throws bombs at you. In case you don't have an ability, you can just inhale the bombs that he throws at you and send them back at him. I might as well go ahead and use my slide ability to get under him, like that, because why not? And when you beat Poppy Brothers Sr. and inhale him, you get the Crash ability. This power will defeat all enemies on the screen, but you can use it only once. Basically, we have a nice little screen clearing attack here. And it works wonders, as you can see. Let's go into this door. I might as well go ahead and get this guy, because why not? Fire ability, which lets you breathe fire. Kirby can breathe fire. Enemies beware, or you're gonna get burned. And I believe it does not work in water. I don't think any abilities work in water in this game. It's been a long time since I played it, so I may be proven wrong in later videos. Also, Poppy Brothers Jr., if you inhale him, he gives you nothing. The bomb ability is not in this game. And I might as well go ahead and ditch fire here and get Spark. Kirby can create firework-like sparks from his body. This is a great defense. And I might as well go ahead and replenish that 1 hit with the Maximum Tomato, because why not? And to climb up ladders, all you have to do is just be near it, hold up or hold down. You'll climb in that respective direction. If you go down, Kirby actually slides down, which is pretty neat. I wanted to show off the sword ability too. Oh well, maybe a future stage. And I'm pretty... Oh, I got it! Apparently I've been pressing A too soon on the last one. That's why I usually kept getting 2 or 4, but here, made it to number 1. That UFO gave me a 1-up. And that is stage 2 complete. I may as well go ahead and close this out by playing through stage 3. And let's go ahead and get rid of this Shatso by just getting rid of the Star Block. You remember the Star Blocks from Kirby's Dream Land. You can destroy them with an ability, or you can inhale them and send them back at enemies. And I wonder if I press down. Nope. You have to keep going in to the right there in order to slide down. Also, that Kaboo moved away from me, and I can't hit him anymore. Also, I swear, this part here looks like a NES controller. Kinda. But we do get Fireball. Kirby can turn into a flying fireball, jump and attack in a flash of fire. Basically just turn into a fireball and move forward. Which is actually pretty nice. Got us out of here really quickly. And of course, when you're in the water, if you press B, you'll attack with the water gun. This is new to the series starting this game, and it started appearing in future entries, especially Kirby's Dream Land 2, which I did earlier this year. Let's see if we can get on out of here. There's another Maximum Tomato. I seem to keep having to use these Maximum Tomatoes all of a sudden. Thankfully, I can grab this thing from afar by using my inhale action there. And I'm able to get Fireball again. Probably went... yeah, I pressed it too early again. Keep getting anything from 1 through 4 as a result because I keep pressing these too early. And I forgot that there's another thing that we can do here. This also can be done on any of the world maps. The museum. Here's a colorful display of enemies with special abilities. Eat the one you want. Well, if you want sword, well, that's the only thing here. You might as well go ahead and grab it. And unlike future games, it's not like Link's sword where if you're at full health, you shoot out a projectile. You just swing the sword and that's it. Use the sword to defeat enemies. If you attack in midair, Kirby will spin and slash. He only does the spin once, though. He spins multiple times in later games. And that will be it for part 1 of Kirby's Adventure. Join me next time where I go through more of Vegetable Valley and hopefully take on the first boss. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!